So we're hoping that the PR would give us some clarifications.
Uh-huh.
He came on and he just beats around the bush, beats around the bush, beats around. And we asked him
Uh-huh.
how many third parties were involved.
The PRO for
The Ministry of Youth and
the
Sports.
Ministry of Youth
How
and
many
Sports.
third parties were involved?
Yeah.
Says that. But you paid to third parties. You paid 1 million US dollars to third parties.
Yeah.
Who are the third parties? How did you pay? You paid via check to the companies. So who are these companies? They don't know. So that is what we are looking for now. But then when you look at the statement that was released in February 28th of February this year, that was a month to the African Games. The ministry was actually received a letter from GBC that they wanted to use 5 companies. So 5 companies were going to help GBC, PGS, Quality Media Productions, the Production Room, and Silicon Productions, and then Positive Communications. So these 5 were actually listed with GBC 24-hour African Games channel support to make it 6 to get the production of the African Games. And we don't know if these people have been paid yet or if they've received the rest of the money, because GBC says we've only received 105,000 US dollars.
But the 105,000 US dollars was their money, right? And
Yes.
Nanam, I think that the GBC has more questions to answer because it looks like monies were paid or given to the GBC for the GBC to do honor distribution to whoever it is that they are working with, right? And so the GBC has to account for that money. And even with the 1 million that was paid from the sports ministry to the GBC, was at the behest of the GBC because according to the contract, the sports ministry cannot pay anybody
No.
on their own without the tacit approval of the
because
GBC.
the GBC negotiated alone with the other parties without the involvement of the sports ministry. And with the release that the sports ministry, the press statement they released yesterday, they mentioned that they paid the money. The money was paid in 2 parts. So with my understanding, the calculations that I made, that means that $306 million was paid to GBC. And then GBC paid the other parties. And the benefit they got was the 105K. So clearly, but we still need answers. We still do. Things are not really clear. Maybe we need a breakdown of how
the money is.
company goes.
Yeah.
We need
And
a
then
breakdown.
how many companies
Were
are actually involved?
So we spoke yesterday on Newsroom. We spoke to, it's not, I mean, Sewa did that interview with the PR of the National, the Sports Ministry, Kenneth Annan. So please, let's take a listen.
Heard about the buses. I've heard about being helping to pay Ghana Premier League players and all that. I think those who run the clubs, it's really expensive to run a football club in Ghana. Very, very expensive. And it is capital intensive. So if there is an avenue for clubs to receive some kind of help in terms of how they cushion the paying of salaries, I think it's great. It's a great initiative. But I don't think there is a Premier League club without a bus. These are not the immediate needs of clubs in Ghana, if you ask me.
Okay.
Right. So we would actually get that sound. But you know what's actually trending now this morning? And so at Remind FC, they have actually released
to run a football club in Ghana. Very, very expensive. And it is capital. I mean, these are things we expect people who are with the vice president and have knowledge about sports to be advising him.
Okay.
And other people who seek to take over power. I mean, these are things. Look, we have asked for a 3% flat rate of VAT across board for all football clubs.
Okay.
No one is paying attention to it. But these are the things that take a chunk of our funds away.
Okay.
We are asking for even national teams. You know, our national teams are being catered by Puma.
Yep.
The German company gives us items virtually for free. They get to Ghana, and the Ghana Football Association has to pay taxes.
We have our strengths and weaknesses.
Okay, so the story has gone viral, and in Sacherman, they have released a statement. So I'm reading the statement. The club wishes further to apologize to all stakeholders and interested parties who may have injured by this matter. In Sacherman Football Club has taken notice of a media publication in respect of a recent interview by our general manager, Mr. Eric Alagidede. the club wishes to clarify the matter as follows. That the said interview was granted by Mr. Eric Alagidede in his personal capacity as an industry person and not on behalf of the club as a general manager. Very funny. That the club does not subscribe to the opinion of our general manager on the matter and thus disassociate itself from the same. The Sochaman Football Club is a law-abiding corporate entity and therefore with all necessary obligation, including the payment of taxes for the development of the country, that the club fully supports any intervention by government. The challenges faced by the football club in the country, including Dr. Baumier's promises to each league club for the bars operation. The board of directors of the club will engage the general manager for the purposes of this interview. So, Lantam, you know the interesting thing. See, let me tell you the reason for this whole press release. Okay. The owner, the bankroller of Instructorman is Ignatius Bafuewa, the MP for Sunyani West,
Honorable.
the minister
For Employment and Labour Relations.
Right. So, he's protecting his interests, which I have a problem with.
This is politics.
It's
Politics
bad.
at play.
It shouldn't happen in football.
No.
Lantam, if you listen to the man, he's just speaking the mind of the
Yes,
clubs.
they don't need buses, clearly.
It's every club. I know Division 1, Division 2 clubs, they all have buses. He's saying that the team is actually participating in the CAF Confederations Cup, right? They played on Sunday. They won 3-0. He's saying that when he went for the JCs that came for them, he had to pay 9,000 cedis as tax for the GCs. He's saying that give us tax exemptions. That is what we want.
We don't need buses.
We ask for buses there. Every serious club can get a bus.
I mean, every serious team has
Yes,
Actually,
has
it's
a
not a
mass.
bus.
So
Actually.
just help us with these things. These are the important things that we want. When we are bringing sports goods into the country, take the taxes off. Do you know that the national team, according to him, the national team, when Puma sends our jerseys for free, we have to pay tax. On our national team jerseys, the GFA has to pay tax. So this is what the man is
As for
saying.
the GFA, they have money they can pay.
And this is what the man this is what the man is saying.
Let's deal with the clubs.
This is what the man is saying. And then they've been able to pull and you see, you know what it tells me? Charlie, we are far gone in this country.
Yeah.
No, we are far gone in this country.
So
because a club
everything is all about politics.
Yes.
You know, you can't speak up for yourself. Clearly, that's what, and I'm sure every Ghana Premier League club will say this.
do you know that
It's so unfortunate.
later I got another Premier League club to speak to that. Oh, this is what Instructor is saying. What do you think? He told me that, Charlie, I don't want to speak. And do you know, yesterday he texted me, Jones, have you seen what I was talking about? And this is what happens. We make people not speak out and then come out to say the truth. The same issue happened with Damputi coach. Damputi coach was on radio. He told us that, Charlie, we have not been paid and all that.
And
when we
why
went to
we
the Ghana
can't
Football
do-
Awards, he said, Minister, thank you so much for your support and everything. Now, he's telling us that, Charlie, still, they've not been paid their bonuses from last year. So, I just don't know where we are going in this country.
just to make politicians look good.
I mean,
That's unfortunate.
It's bad.
That's unfortunate.
And they have a match coming this weekend. The second leg, they won 3-0. They have a second leg coming up, and we need the team to be focused. And now the general manager, you are telling,
Honestly, I feel like they could have dealt with this indoors.
Yeah.
It
wasn't needed.
So
It was
unnecessary.
it
So
was not needed.
unnecessary. To
It was
look
bad.
good in the eyes of your party.
It was very bad.
At the expense of your team when your team is struggling.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
You
he's
know-
the bankroll of the team. He's the owner of the team, and
okay.
so he wants to decide what he wants to do with the
Well.
team. It is his team. I don't want bankrolling the team.
the general
No.
manager spoke well.
Me, I
Spoke
don't buy
well.
boots
Yeah.
before.
Ah, so that is what he will say. He says, "You are the general manager. I
Yeah.
put you there as the general
Yeah.
manager.
So
I'm the
I
owner of
can't
the team."
speak.
And then
I
means
mean,
that
the
Ghana
general
football will go
manager,
back.
This is in the interest of my political
Yeah.
party. So
Yeah.
please,
Okay.
And then
Okay.
Ghana football will not move forward because
Yes.
he spoke for Ghana
Of
football
course.
generally.
Clearly.
He spoke for Ghana football generally. Well,
I'll not be surprised. if
you know, some 14 days, the Black Stars of Ghana would be meeting Angola at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium, and the NSA boss has spoken. He has actually spoken. Let's just listen to him. He says that, see, the images you guys are seeing on social media are not true because the Baba Yara Sports Stadium is ready.
Call, I'm sure you saw this as well. Some few months ago, when Ghana played against the CAR in the qualifiers, I'm sure you saw pictures and videos that came out when the pitch was being sprayed, and a lot of commentaries came out afterwards. Is that a normal routine, first of all, that is done as part of the preparation of the pitch for sports or football games in Kumasi?
Oh, but it's normal. Okay, those are normal things. That's why I said to you earlier, and please note this. Even on the day of the match, when the teams go on recess, you turn on the sprinklers and then you spray. Because at every point in time, the grass would have to be very, very salty. They have to be very, very green to have a beautiful game. So what's wrong with spraying the football pitch days before the match? It's normal. Even in advanced countries, it's done. Do you not know that?
I'm asking
Do you
for
know that or not?
I'm asking for education, obviously. I have my idea on these things.
Yeah, so it's done. Okay?
That you spray green elements on the pitch before game.
What grey element?
Because I can't tell whether
make it
it's
colourful.
I can't tell whether it is paint. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Green elements, not using the word paint.
Oh, of course. I mean, everything you do to make the pitch ready for the match, you do it. And that's what I'm saying, that even when the teams go on halftime, on recess, you still have to spray water. You still have to do something to make sure that the grass is very fine for the game. Do you understand?
Yeah.
All right, so there you have it. So the stadium, Baba Sports Stadium, according to the new NSA boss, Mr. Doji,
Is ready.
Yes, it's ready.
We can use it.
Yes, in 2 days, I think tomorrow, CAF representative would be in Kumasi to check if it is actually takes the standard to host CAF standard or FIFA standard games. So we'll see. If they say no, then it means we have to play our match outside Ghana, and we don't want that. So let's see what happens. But when a story of interest, you want us to talk about it, so let's talk about it. Eric has also been saying that, see, the AstroTurfs that our people built, Charlie, it is substandard. It is substandard.
That's what Remind General Manager.
Yes. Why are you stressing? Says that the AstroTurfs that have been built across, they are substandard, and it has actually not even helped what the purpose of football. Do you know what's happening in the Volta region? There's one that's been built. Yeah. It has stopped because it doesn't meet the FIFA licensed AstroTurf that is supposed to be built. So it has stalled.
But there are lots of AstroTurfs like that across the country.
Yes.
They
built by
gravels.
government.
Yes.
I did a story on
And
AstroTurf.
it's not standard.
Yeah.
It's not approved by FIFA.
Yes.
And even there's a problem generally with AstroTurfs because it's not, because the kind of grass that footballers should be playing on is not AstroTurf.
Yeah.
Because according to scientific research, if you use AstroTurf and you play on it for a very long time, it has a way of affecting your body. Right? And it's not very good. So that's why you never see any of these international players or anyone playing on an AstroTurf. It's only this part of the world that you see.
We cherish it so much.
AstroTurf, and we are happy about AstroTurf.
Just for playing on AstroTurf.
Because it looks good.
Yeah.
And even the AstroTurfs that are being built here, they are not up to standard.
Please go to Bukom, you see gravels, then they put the grass on it. That's the AstroTurf. That's what I mean. I did a documentary on AstroTurf. So
Right.
They don't do the proper consultation. Look, take for instance most of these AstroTurfs that are being constructed across the country. We've been crying for infrastructure. There is an opportunity to create infrastructure and reduce the deficit. And look at the kind of football fields they are creating. Have you seen most of them?
Yeah.
About 90% of the AstroTurfs built around the country are substandard. They are not up to the standard that you can use to play a proper football 11-a-side game. So where is the consultation? The sizes are not okay. So where is the consultation? Because if indeed you consulted the right people, you know that the one at Adjengano, if you have a fence and you have the dressing room, it means you can use it to play a proper football game. Even a Premier League club can adopt that venue. But look at what is at Medina. It's like Lagos cities are struggling for avenues to play their games. If Medina was a standard pitch, we will not be here having a discussion. Okay. So clearly, I think the consultation is not wide enough. They should just go beyond the normal politics and engage technocrats and people who have the knowledge to be able to advise them properly on what needs to be done. And I think we all be better.
Well, there you have it.
Eric, I like they went all out.
Yes. and for us, we did back.
Well, according to his club, he was speaking in his capacity as an industry player and not on behalf of his Swatreman. But he was still speaking truth.
Yes.
And these are things that we need to check.
I don't understand how in Swatreman as a football club would you want to associate with something like this.
Well, it's because of their boss, obviously.
Charlie.
Their bankroller, obviously, who is a politician and Minister for Employment and Labour Relations. Okay. Unfortunately, that is the sad state of affairs in this country when it comes to some of these things. Mixing the politics with the football, and I don't know how this is going to help Ghana football progress. But anyway, let's move on.
Right, so Cristiano Ronaldo's channel, yes, becomes the channel to gain the most subscribers in a day in the history of YouTube, by surpassing Mr. Beast, who previously gained 2.24 million subscribers in a single day. So Cristiano Ronaldo's
Cristiano Ronaldo now has a YouTube
channel.
channel.
He has a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Did he just launch
it? Yes, yesterday.
Because I know that he's mostly on Instagram, right? He does a lot of his
yesterday
things on
officially
Instagram
he came out
with a YouTube channel.
And so fastest to hit 1 million subscribers, 1 hour 29 minutes.
Wow, let me go and subscribe.
Fastest to hit 100k subscribers, 22 minutes. Most subscribed channel in a day, 4 million plus. Now, do you know what? This morning, just before we came in studio, Nana and I checked, and it was 14 million already.
Of course, he's the ghost.
14 million subscribers already.
He's the ghost.
I mean, people took a lot of serious YouTubers who were forced to reckon with in the YouTube space. It took them up to 14, 15 years to be able to even get up to say 8, 9, 10 million subscribers, and you have 40 million subscribers in one day.
In one day, it means by the end of the month, we should see 100 million.
Now we don't even need football money again. We
and it's actually content about him, his kids,
his wellness. He's
his
all
wife,
about healthy living.
And all that. So it's good news. Let's end on Chelsea. Messi is on YouTube.
Does Messi have a YouTube channel?
Messi
has a YouTube channel.
Ronaldo is the GOAT. Let's end on IB's favorite team, Chelsea, because Chelsea there, Charlie. Enzo Maresca says that, Charlie, I'm a hard guy. See, you, Sterling, you are going. So Sterling's jersey number has been given to Pedro Neto. Number 7 is going to Pedro Neto, and this means that Sterling has to find a new club. I don't know if because of time we'll leave Maresca's voice out.
IB, what don't you think so? I feel like he has started on the wrong. If you don't need a player, before you come, you sit with him. That is what every coach does,
yeah,
right?
But he did that on Friday. Just that it was a little too late.
Yeah.
Right? Before the Man City. No, he did. Before the Man City.
That's why they released a statement.
No, so here's the thing. He said he had a one-on-one conversation with Sterling on Friday before the Man City game.
Yeah.
And he had indicated that, yes, he has nothing against him. He's a fine player, but he's not in his plans, right? But I think it's also about the wage bill for Sterling, his salary.
Yeah, it's very huge. It's very huge.
And if you have Joao Felix and co taking a salary cut, a pay cut, just to come to the club.
Especially when his form has declined.
You get don't worry. So that's one. And then the other one has got to do with the new wage system at Chelsea, where they are not supposed to pay above a certain limit. All those things. But yes, I understand. I agree it could have been handled better.
Yeah.
I agree.
Sterling is a big player.
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah, so then the Man United supporters, the Arsenal supporters who are so sad for Sterling, they should sign him. You get it?
Maybe it's about time he leaves England. He has played for Liverpool, Manchester City.
Yes,
now Chelsea. Maybe he should go somewhere else.
I agree. Yeah. I think he should go to no Italy. He
yes, baby.
Yeah. He can't survive in Italy.
Yeah.
With his style of play, he will be on the stretcher all the time. You get it? Yeah. Italy, Catanaccio.
I mean, Saudi Arabian clubs have actually
exactly.
But
the
player wants to play in England again. So let's see if he probably
can go to Arsenal.
All
your clubs.
My club. Well, we will take him.
Good.
For free, we will take him.
Say before you like rejected.
I wish I should go for free. We are selling him.
Oh my God. So.
I was just looking at Cristiano Ronaldo's YouTube channel. I was looking for it. And I think it's UR.
Yes, UR
dot Cristiano.
Yeah.
So
and it's actually verified.
And I'm seeing that already a lot of people have created
similar
YouTube accounts and named it your
and actually milking out.
I'm seeing one which says your Cristiano Ronaldo, and it already has how many? 3.16.
And it's actually not the real one.
It's not the real one. People are taking advantage because they'll know people.
When you're big, you're big. When you're big, you're big.
People will be looking for Cristiano Ronaldo's channel, and so anyway, interesting.
So that'll be all for sports, Lantam. We wish the Black.
Are you subscribed?
Oh, I have.
Are you subscribed?
He's my favorite all-time best. The best to ever do it.
Yeah, I have. we wish the Black Princesses, who would be in a friendly this evening against Mexico as they prepare for the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. So that game is at 8:30 p.m. Will be played at the Centro Deportivo Choquenzenga in Bogota against Mexico's Under-20 side there. So
why is it difficult to find Cristiano Ronaldo's channel? It's all of these fake channels that are coming up, and the fake channels are taking the shine of the real one.
Let them eat more.
What is the real one? I can't even find it.
All right, so thank you so much, Lantam, and I was here with Nana Majima. My name is Jones Aji.
Thank you very much, Jones and Nana Adma Ajamai.